Gaslighting is indeed a harmful form of psychological manipulation that can have serious impacts on a person's mental and emotional well-being. The term originates from a play and later a movie called Gaslight, in which a husband manipulates his wife into doubting her perceptions and sanity. Gaslighters often use tactics such as denying events that have occurred, twisting facts, shifting blame, and projecting their behaviors onto the victim. This can leave the victim feeling confused, disoriented, and questioning their reality. Being gaslighted can lead to a loss of self-confidence, self-esteem, and a sense of reality. It can be a subtle and insidious form of abuse that can occur in personal relationships, work environments, or anywhere that involves a power dynamic. It is important to recognize the signs of gaslighting and to trust your instincts and perceptions. Seeking support from trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals can also be crucial in breaking free from the cycle of manipulation and reclaiming your sense of self. Here are some of the tactics gaslighters use to confuse and manipulate you. Number 1. They lie to you. Gaslighters are habitual and pathological liars. The behavior you've described is characteristic of gaslighters who employ manipulation tactics to undermine a person's sense of reality, truth, and self-worth. By persistently denying facts, distorting truth, and insisting on their version of reality despite evidence to the contrary, gaslighters can create a destabilizing and disorienting environment. Gaslighters often exhibit extreme confidence and persuasiveness in their lives, making it challenging for others to challenge or confront them. This can lead the victim to second-guess their own beliefs, memories, and judgment, ultimately eroding their confidence and trust in themselves. Number 2. They undermine your reputation. Gaslighters also tend to undermine the reputation of their victims, creating doubt and uncertainty in the minds of others about the victim's credibility and integrity. This can further isolate the victim and make it difficult for them to seek support or validation from those around them. Gaslighters can identify people who will take their side, no matter what the issue may be. By spreading rumors, questioning your character, and even suggesting concerns about your behavior or sanity to others, gaslighters aim to isolate you, erode your support network, and further destabilize your perception of reality. By controlling the narrative and gaining allies who are unaware of the true dynamics at play, gaslighters can perpetuate the manipulation and deepen the victim's feelings of confusion, isolation, and self-doubt. The persuasive nature of gaslighters can indeed devastate relationships and create rifts between you and those around you. Number 3. They steer you away from the actual. Gaslighters often employ tactics such as deflection, denial, and blame shifting when confronted with their manipulative behavior or inconsistencies in their words and actions. By changing the subject, deflecting with questions, or accusing you of wrongdoing, gaslighters aim to evade accountability, sow confusion, and maintain control over the narrative. When you attempt to address a gaslighter about something they have said or done, be prepared for responses that distort reality and undermine your credibility. Gaslighters may gaslight by claiming they never said what you assert they did, accusing you of misremembering or imagining things, or suggesting that your perceptions are influenced by outside sources like your friends or your mental state. Furthermore, gaslighters may resort to ridiculing and belittling your thought processes, emotions, or concerns as a means of undermining your confidence and diverting attention away from the issues at hand. By casting doubt on your sanity, memory, or judgment, gaslighters seek to maintain their power and control over the situation. Number 4, they ridicule how you think and feel. Gaslighters frequently attempt to undermine an individual's sense of self-worth and control by discounting their feelings, thoughts, and perspectives. By invalidating your emotions and thoughts, gaslighters seek to assert dominance and manipulate your perceptions, ultimately making you question your reality and diminishing your self-confidence and self-respect. Gaslighters may use dismissive statements like "Don't you think you're being too emotional?" or "How could you believe something so foolish?" to belittle your feelings and thoughts, creating doubt and insecurity within you. By trivializing your experiences and viewpoints, gaslighters disarm your ability to assert yourself and communicate effectively, leaving you vulnerable to their tactics of manipulation and control. Number 5, they transfer the blame. Gaslighters often excel at shifting blame onto others as a manipulative tactic to avoid accountability and maintain control over a situation. When engaging with a gaslighter, you may notice a pattern of them twisting discussions or interactions to place blame on you, even when they are at fault. This behavior can be incredibly disorienting and lead you to doubt yourself and your perceptions. Gaslighters are skilled at reframing conversations in a way that deflects responsibility away from themselves and onto you. If you attempt to express how their behavior is affecting you, they may distort your words to make it seem like you are the one at fault for feeling a certain way. By manipulating the narrative in this way, gaslighters create a sense of confusion and self-doubt within their targets, making it easier for them to maintain control and avoid scrutiny. Gaslighters may go as far as to suggest that their mistreatment of you is a direct result of your actions or behavior, implying that if only you acted differently, they would treat you better. This gaslighting tactic can be insidious and emotionally damaging, as it shifts the focus away from the gaslighter's harmful behavior and onto the victim's supposed shortcomings. Number 6, they deny doing anything wrong. Gaslighters never do anything wrong, and they are never responsible for anything that goes wrong. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse where the abuser manipulates the victim into doubting their own feelings, perceptions, and memories. It is important for individuals who may be experiencing gaslighting to recognize the behavior and seek support from friends, family, or professionals to address the situation. Victims of gaslighting often require validation and support to regain their confidence and mental well-being. Number 7, they turn compassion into a weapon when cornered. Gaslighters often use manipulation tactics, such as turning compassion into a weapon, to undermine the victim's reality and feelings. By disguising hurtful behavior as expressions of care and concern, they seek to confuse and guilt-trip the victim into doubting themselves. Individuals must trust their instincts and seek support from others to recognize and address this type of emotional abuse. Number 8, they twist and reframe conversations. Gaslighters often use manipulation techniques like distortions of reality and fabricated stories to confuse and control their victims. By twisting events and conversations to suit their agenda, they aim to undermine the victim's trust in their own memory and perception of reality. Individuals need to stay grounded in their truth, seek validation from trusted sources, and set boundaries with gaslighters to protect their emotional well-being. Recognizing these tactics can help individuals maintain their sense of self and reality in the face of gaslighting behavior. Number 9, they turn what is important to you against you. Gaslighters often target areas that are important to their victims, such as talents, achievements, or beliefs, to undermine their self-esteem and confidence. By attacking what is meaningful to you, they seek to exert control and diminish your sense of self-worth. It's crucial to recognize these tactics and protect your self-esteem by surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who value and uplift you. Seeking validation from trusted sources and practicing self-care can help counteract the damaging effects of gaslighting behavior on your self-worth. Number 10, they use positive reinforcement to confuse you. Gaslighters often use a manipulative tactic of intermittent reinforcement, where they alternate between praise and criticism to keep their victims off balance and maintain control. By strategically offering compliments, they create a sense of confusion and dependency in the victim, leading them to doubt their own perceptions and judgments. It's important to recognize this pattern and not fall into the trap of equating occasional praise with validity. Trusting your own judgment, seeking validation from trusted sources, and setting boundaries are key strategies in protecting yourself from the effects of gaslighting behavior. Number 11, they project onto you. Projection is indeed a common defense mechanism used by gaslighters to shift blame and responsibility onto others. By projecting their own negative traits or actions onto their victims, gaslighters attempt to avoid accountability and manipulate the situation in their favor. Recognizing when someone is projecting onto you can help you maintain clarity and focus on their behaviors rather than being drawn into a defensive position. Setting boundaries and seeking support from trusted individuals can also help in navigating these challenging interactions with gaslighters. Number 12, they wear you down. Gaslighting is indeed a harmful form of manipulation that can have serious impacts on a person's mental health and well-being. The gradual and persistent nature of gaslighting can make it difficult for individuals to recognize the behavior and its effects. Individuals need to educate themselves about gaslighting tactics, trust their instincts, and seek support from trusted friends, family, or mental health professionals if they suspect they are being gaslit. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. Remember, you are not alone, and it is not your fault if you have been a victim of gaslighting. Awareness, education, and seeking help are essential steps toward healing and regaining your sense of reality and self-worth. It's essential to raise awareness about gaslighting and its impact on mental health. Please prioritize your well-being and seek support if needed. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching and engaging with the content.